Now let's solve the question. Wang Tian runs the family's noodles making factory, which has been operating in Jinjeron, Malaysia. Okay, since 1950. The noodle making process involves each worker blending ingredients to make dough, then kneading the dough with the long wooden rolling pins and cutting noodles with to various sizes. So Wong's factory now supplies 70% of the noodles based on food stall in the town. And he is considering introducing division of labor in the production process in order to increase the productivity. So the case is that he is considering introducing the division of labor in order to increase the productivity. Okay, so that is our theme. So, with reference to the data above and your knowledge of economics, evaluate whether introducing division of labor is the best way for Wong to increase productivity in his noodles making factory. So, we have to identify whether it is good or bad for the business. Okay. So, first, let's see what is division of labor. So, basically, division of labor means workers specialize in one specific task in the production process. So we know that every production process is having a lot of steps, right? So division of labor means they are focusing on a single step only. So each worker will have their own duty. It may increase productivity because worker become faster and more skilled through repetition. So you know that whenever we repeat a process multiple times, what will happen? Definitely we will be an expert in that, right? So making something multiple times in a day, you will be an expert. So that is what happens here also. Okay. And so in this case, it is like blending ingredients, kneading dough, and cutting noodles. Okay. So the specialization can improve efficiency tasks such as blending ingredients, kneading dough, and cutting noodles. Workers save time because they do not need to switch between different tasks and tools. So they don't have to move from one place to another to complete the task. They just have to complete the one specific task. Okay. And this increased productivity may allow Wong Team's noodle factory to supply more noodle stalls and meet growing demand. Okay. So division of labor may improve consistency and quality of noodles because workers focus more on one task only. So the worker has to focus on one specific task only that will increase the consistency and the quality of the product. And higher output could reduce average cost and increase profits for the factory. However, so far we have discussed the good side of uh, division of labor, right? Now let's see what are the other problems. However, repetitive work may cause boredom and reduce worker motivation. So just imagine that you are eating the same food for a longer days, or if you're doing the same thing on every day, gradually we will get bored of it, right? We won't have any motivation for the work. So that has also happens here. And low moral could lower productivity in the long run. So in the short run, it will be beneficial because the productivity is increased, workers are more efficient. But in long run, it might be a disadvantage. Okay. Training workers and reorganizing production may increase short-term cost. If one specialized worker is absent, production may also slows down. So it increases the dependency on a particular worker. If one worker is absent, the entire process will be halted. Okay. And division of labor may not be the best solution for small traditional factory. So we can't say that it will be the best choice for everyone. Okay. So Wong could also increase productivity too. There are some other methods like investing in machinery, improving worker training, and using better technology. So instead of these division of labor, they could invest in machinery like more dove mixing machinery, dove cutting machinery, or kneading machinery. So, which will reduce the human labor need and also it will help the laborers work more easy, right? So, that way also they can improve the production. Then, improving worker training, providing frequent trainings, better working conditions will also improve the production and using better technology like machinization or any other automation etc will help the production. So machinery for kneading or cutting noodles may increase productivity more than the division of labor alone. So overall, what they have to do, division of labor can increase efficiency and output, but mechanization and technology may provide greater long-term productivity gains. So if the business is aiming at a long-term protection, they should focus more on mechanization and technology rather than the division of labor alone, because the division of labor will only benefit them in the short run. In the long run, it will be a disadvantage. Okay, so this is how you have to answer such questions based on division of labor. So you have to mention the positive sides of division of labor, and also you should mention the negative sides. And in the end, you should give a opinion like which would be better for the company in the long run. So if the question is specifically asking for the short run, it will be fine, but for the long run, it won't be a advantage. Okay, so you have to mention all these things like how it benefits, like more efficiency, more consistency, quality, etc. And also you should mention boredom, reducing worker motivation, low morale, lower productivity, and more expenses, and more dependency, etc. So it has more disadvantages than the advantages. So it won't be profitable in the long run. So this is how we should approach this kind of economics questions. Okay.